Hi, I'm Mike DeBacker, and I put together a short video to show how I am related to Charlemagne. And there's really nothing exceptional about this because if you Google the question, how many people can claim to be descendants of Charlemagne, um, one answer or one answer that shows up more than once is that virtually everyone who is just of European descent is a descendant of Charlemagne. There's a mathematical, statistical answer to this, and if you Google for the phrase "Pedigree Collapse," you'll find more information on this. Also, I talk about this in a couple of the chapters in my book, Gathering Leaves. I won't spend any more time hawking that or giving out links. Let me just go through this. Where this I'm logged in here to FamilySearch.org. Pedigree showing my pedigree. Here am I. Here are my parents. Here are my two sets of grandparents. So my my paternal grandfather, Leopold Joseph DeBacker, is the route that I could take to get to Charlemagne. And I do that through his mother, my great-grandmother, Della Gom, was born in 1868, died 1923. Her mother, Cordella Pickering, was born 1840. Now this says 1869 as her death year. I don't believe that's correct. I believe she died in 1868, about a month after giving birth to Della. But we're going to follow Cordella Pickering's route back to Charlemagne. We do so through Cordella's father, Corbett Pickering. And we see here that her grandparents were Jotham Pickering and Alice Pickering. Notice that she has the same last name as Jotham, and that is because they're first cousins. And this is one example of the pedigree collapse, because what that means is the lines have collapsed. There should be two lines here if they had a separate set of parents. They're not siblings. They're cousins because his father, Jonathan Pickering, is the brother of her father, Edward Pickering Jr. And so we could see here that we could either follow this route here or this route here. It's from her from their grandmother, Hannah Bancroft, that we follow. And Hannah was daughter of Elizabeth Eaton and Ensign John Bancroft. So we're going to follow Elizabeth Eaton, and we're now going to go into the what I call the Eaton branch. So it's a male branch that goes on for a few generations here. We got Peter Eaton, William Eaton, Sir William Eaton, Sir Henry Eaton. Notice that the surname is changed. The spelling has changed. Louis de Eaton and his wife Anna Savage. Anna Savage is the daughter-in-law here of Louis's mother, Lady Catherine Talbot. And as I talk about in my book, I found that these two women are related not only as a mother-in-law, a daughter-in-law, but they have several. The name of the chapter is a tangled web, and I counted numerous places where their pedigrees intersect, and so they're like second cousins, fourth cousins, 12th cousins, going all the way back to I believe 20th cousins. So we could follow the Anna Savage route, but I'm going to follow the Catherine Talbot route. This is easier for me. I've already got this branch sort of memorized. Her father was John Talbot, a very, very famous military commander in British history, English history. His father, Richard Talbot, and his mother, Anacret Lestrange, the Baroness of Blackmore, her route, but I'm going to continue following his father's route, John Talbot's father's route, up to John Talbot's grandmother, Petronella Butler, and she was the daughter of James Butler and Eleanor de Bohun, who was a Countess of Ormond. And if we go down here to the fourth Earl of Hertford, and was also, I guess, the Count of Ormond, Humphrey de Bohun, was married to Elizabeth of Rutland, who was a daughter of Edward I of England. So now, once we've gotten here to Edward, we're into the royalty branches, and so we'll continue to his father, Henry III, and his grandfather John, who was John, King of England, who is infamous for his the Robin Hood stories. His brother was Richard the Lionheart. His father was Henry II. His father, Geoffrey of Plantagenet, was married to Matilda of England. And I think we could follow any of these routes here, getting back, but I'm going to continue with, I'm going to, Matilda to Henry I was King of England. I could follow this, Fouquet d'Anjou. He was the king of Jerusalem. He was one of the Crusaders, a very short-lived kingdom of Jerusalem. But we'll continue over here to Henry's father, William the Conqueror, and his mother, Matilda of Flanders. We could follow this route, but I'm going to follow the Baldwin V, the Count of Flanders, and then we go into a patrilineal line up through the different counts of Flanders, all the way up to the Margrave of Flanders, Baldwin II, who lived in 864. We're getting close now. So his mother was Judith of Flanders, who was daughter of Charles the Bald, not the bold, but the bald Charles. And Charles was a grandson of Charlemagne. Here's Charlemagne, Carlos Magnus, king of the Franks and emperor of the Romans. And we can go back further here, but if I zoom out on this here, we go back. This is 38 generations, and what I looked up, it said that most people are within the range of 40 generations back to Charlemagne. Charlemagne is my 37th great-grandfather, so that's 37 greats in front of grandfather, and if we count the grand also, that's one, so that's 38 generations total. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.